When gang leaders Anthony and Leon Cullen were arrested, 25-year-old Lewis Turner from Warrington was told to take over the profitable drug operation. Lewis did not have feared GMs like Wesley Wilson, uktu and Robert Musson, as they were also jailed. But this did not faze Lewis in the slightest. Described as arrogant, brazen, with a very real thirst for violence that was meant to send a very clear message to other criminals and dealers and also customers who tried not to pay their debts back. When Lewis started the operation, an operation that would rival the biggest dealers in the Warrington and Liverpool area, Lewis gave himself the moniker Big Boss Baby. He also employed his customer and good friend Anthony Morgan as an enforcer, and his right-hand man was Anthony Bond. Together, these men would go to customers' houses to settle debts. If it was not paid, Lewis would equip himself with items like bats and hammers and then strike customers again and again and again, sending a very clear message that he was not to be messed with. Cheshire police reported that one of the reasons Lewis Turner was regarded as a dangerous and feared man within that area was because Lewis's connections to criminals. They were his own family members. Lewis is said to be the nephew of Anthony and Leon Cullen, notorious gangsters that were jailed for Class A and also GUNs. When Anthony and Lewis Cullen were jailed, the order was put in for Lewis to take charge of the Class A operation and the family-run gang. So Lewis and Anthony Morgan quickly recruited their partners, and Anthony also recruited his grandmother to chop, package and prep Class A like white, and then they flooded nearly every part of the Cheshire town. Lewis and Anthony's operation quickly caught the attention of Cheshire's Serious and Organised Crime Division when Lewis was caught buying nearly £80,000 worth of white from a local gang who were already under police surveillance. In response, police conducted their own investigation, codenamed Operation Iconic. Police says that Lewis was living a leisurely lifestyle, as he was, banking more than £2,000 every other day, sending out bulk messages to an already established customer base. Lewis routinely bragged about having the best white and also cheap prices. Again, Lewis also referred himself as in the third person as the Big Boss Baby. However, Lewis Turner was naive. He could not see that the police were closing in on him. In an undercover investigation by police, Operation Fallbacks, a flat in Biggin Court in Padgate was raided. Among the items seized were 2 kg of high purity white and also an encrypted mobile phone. A piece of paper that was also found at the address had details of passwords to the phone, the same password which protected a number of other devices, including the one that Lewis Turner was using. Now, as previously discussed, Lewis Turner recruited his girlfriend Samantha Gerard. The girlfriend was put in charge of updating the debt list. She also counted and took charge of the profits from the profitable operation. On the rare occasion that Lewis was busy, Samantha also showed that she was capable of completing deals from Lewis's flat in Sedgwick Court on Central Way. Meanwhile, Lewis would be out in his motor, travelling up and down the country, collecting big money from multi-kilo deals. Now, as for Anthony Morgan, to deal with the expansion, he recruited his nan, 58-year-old Julie Morgan, his girlfriend Maria Beebe, and also her older sister Katie Newton. Julie was caught sorting and supplying £150,000 worth of white from her address in Windermere Avenue. When police raided the property, the gear was recovered from 2 addresses, Julie's address and also a second address in Armour Avenue that was linked to Maria Beebe and Katie Newton. Once Julie was arrested and placed in handcuffs, her mobile phone was confiscated. Police gained access into the mobile phone and they found hundreds of messages between Julie and her grandson Anthony Morgan, where they would regularly discuss the operation, amounts of kilos that needed to be stored, and also who would be picking up the white, and even laughed and joked about how much money the operation was bringing in. Anthony would also instruct Julie to drop off the white to him. Now Julie was surveyed by police, dropping off the gear to Anthony and Lewis on her way to work after she had taken the children to school. Now police also tailed Katie and Samantha before executing a controlled stop near Armour Avenue. In the car, police found at least 3 kilos of Class A shopping bag full, also gloves, bulking agents and snapbags. The value of the gear was said to be again worth a whopping £150,000 worth, if sold at street value. Now Lewis and Anthony Morgan also recruited Paul Ratcliffe in order to use his house as a base when Lewis needed. Lewis Turner also purchased the safe and then put it into Anthony's home. It was reported that Lewis was the only person who had access to the safe as it was a key, which police found the single key in Lewis's car. Now Anthony Ratcliffe was seen regularly taking trips between Densham Avenue and Sedgwick Court under Lewis's Turner's direct order to deliver gear and also collect the cash. When Anthony Ratcliffe was arrested at his home in Widnes, police found £8,000 worth of can. Now 9 homes were raided in early morning raids on July 9th of 2019. In that raid, it also included the arrest of Lewis Turner, Anthony Bond and Anthony Morgan. Now 25-year-old Lewis Turner from Holston Road in Warrington pled guilty to conspiracy to supply Class A gear like white, and he was jailed for 6 years and 9 months. Anthony Morgan, who's 26-year-old of Densham Avenue in Oxford, he pled guilty to conspiracy to supply white. Now he was jailed for 6 years and 2 months. As for Anthony Bond of Kavon Allen and Paul Ratcliffe, they received prison sentences for their parts in the conspiracy. Now Lewis Turner's girlfriend, Samantha Gerards, Morgan's nan, Julie Morgan, Katie Newton and Maria Beebe all received suspended sentences. Does the crime match the sentence? Let me know. Stay safe. Safe.